Greetings and welcome to today's session of Tribes of Uthmar. We will be starting here in a few moments. Just give us a little bit time to do the last few knickknacks, and we should be ready.
I don't know. So, how was everyone's week?
Oh, freaking busy, man. Freaking busy. I've
Dang.
been drawing nonstop.
I saw you drew Seamus. That was looking very good.
Yep,
Thank
we've
you.
after a year, we finally have official art of Seamus.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good. I should probably get doing art soon. Yeah. Oh.
Or you can ask one of the artists to do it for you.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Being an artist and having to ask another artist to do my work.
I know,
Oh,
Ford and I do it all the time.
It's actually kind of helpful because it gets you out of the endless cycle of judging.
That's what video editing is for.
Thank you for the cheer, Dark Goose. Thank you.
There's a guy named Duck Goose. Jess, what did you do?
he's
Jeff.
my friend. Be nice.
No, I do like the name.
Dark Goose the Destroyer.
Oh, I thought it was Duck. I thought it was Duck Goose, not
Duck Goose?
Dark Goose. Yeah.
No, okay, Duck Goose is pretty horrific, and that should never happen. That is a creature that should never exist.
Or Druce.
Druce?
Alright.
Yeah,
And
it'd
Doesn't
be a
sound like-
Druce.
That doesn't sound like anything.
I void. No, wait. Duck. And then I need a picture of a goose. I wonder if I can get someone to do the gooses versus ducks. Alright, so that's how it looks. They look almost similar, just with different colors.
What are you talking about?
Ducks and gooses. And geese, sorry.
They look similar, but not that similar.
To put in perspective, Koi,
A duck,
geese have teeth.
professional.
Oh, my bad.
Let me tell you. I can tell you all the differences.
Okay.
True.
Okay.
If you know, you would.
I never suspected the person named Just Draws Ducks to have such knowledgeable stuff about geese, about ducks and geese and the difference.
Imagine knowing the differences. It's crazy.
So, like, what are the differences?
Oh, okay. You're waiting for that? Well, okay. So, if you're looking at a white goose and a white duck, obviously
Yeah.
there is size. Second of all, there is neck length. Third of all, there is beak shape. The goose shape is more like a triangle, and it's short. The duck has the bill; it does curve up. Also, if you're looking at the inside of their mouth, ducks don't have teeth. Geese have rows of fucking shark teeth. It's horrific. Most males have a little curly feather on their butt. geese do not. Those are like the obvious differences between ducks and geese.
Okay,
There you go.
thank you.
You're welcome.
I didn't suspect so much information, but I'm glad I did get that much information.
Well, I mean, when you draw
The-
ducks, you got to make sure you don't accidentally draw a goose. So, you know.
Would anyone know? You know what? Someone would notice the difference and then call you out about it.
It's the
Well-
internet. Of course they would.
Honestly,
Okay,
I
then.
think most people think ducks are geese when they're drawn because I don't think they're drawn properly. So I think that's why everyone's like, "Oh, is that a goose?" I'm like, "No, it's a fucking duck, dude."
Know your differences.
Hmm?
I was saying, know your differences. You know.
Yeah. Jeez.
Educate yourself.
You're insulting a whole species of animal here. Like, wow.
2 species.
Well, I mean, geese know what they did. So.
What did you do?
I just love Nim's
That's a wonderful
picture.
game.
I feel like that is Nim when she wakes up in the morning. She just turns into Taiga.
Who would like to regale us with story?
Nikki, not it.
You're it.
Yeah, because I'm always like, Nikki, not it first. Like, ugh, guys, come on. Like, early bird catches the worm and all of that.
I'm just trying to remember everything. If you give me like 2 minutes, I can do it. I just have to write down points.
I would take your time, but like, I don't know when we're officially starting. So,
We are already started.
Just give me 2 seconds. Just give me a
So, our
second. Okay,
party
second.
began. So our story last time began with a drunken confession, as Kolith, and Nim got into a bit of a spat over, letting one be who they want to be. And, you know, it did not end well for Kolith, as he was dragged away by Koi. Later, Nim and our little god friend decided to have a discussion with Seamus and Tenny over what would really happen. Well, actually, I don't really remember. Ooh, I feel like a dum dum.
Okay, yeah, just let me take over, dude.
Absolutely. I'm just trying to get you started. My apologies.
Okay. Yeah, like I need the inspiration point. You said you were full.
I am.
Yeah. Okay, so yes, they were drunk and he confessed to liking her and she didn't take it well. And there was some arguments and she mostly just said he was a liar and he was just like, oh, but, what? And yeah, that's basically where that ended. And then her and Mirith went to go check up on Seamus and Tunny, who were, you know, cuddling after their thralls of passion and getting back together after their very quick breakup. Like, what was it, like 2 hours? And they pranked them, as you know, as one does when you're drunk. And then Tenny and Seamus had a bit of that sweet ambrosia, and then they were drunk, and then there was just funnies. It was just funnies for like an hour and 40 minutes. Okay, just funnies. Sometimes Tunny was a sad drunk, but mostly it was funnies. And then they eventually stumble back to main base where all the orphans are supposed to be. And they walk into the building, and it seems a little off. I mean, not only is nobody around, it seems a little off, right? It's a little bit later in the evening, and there should be dinner getting started. There should be 21 children running around. It's a little weird. Seamus and Tenny sit in front of the fireplace, and Dim starts looking around in the kitchen, and the kitchen seems off. It's a little too clean, it's a little too staged. And Tenny starts hearing the voice of her mother, which is like super weird because, like, hello, she's supposed to be protected from scrying, like, get out of my business. And basically her mother tells her to do a ceremony that will enhance her elven features, make her closer to God in a sense. And she's like, okay. Because, I don't know, she doesn't really want to do it. They get up to go, they're like, okay, let's go find the kids. And they go upstairs to be like, what's going on? And then, boom, they're in a totally different dimension. And turns out they're in limbo, which is the space between the nightmare realm and the dream realm. So Tunny is like losing her mind. Magic is starting to stop working because everyone's cut off from their patrons. And then there's an attack by the, what are they called? Night horrors? I don't remember the exact name. Basically the same thing that killed our beloved Guts 2 months ago in game. 6 months ago, if you've been watching. And so
May he rest in peace.
Yes, may he rest in peace. And
Rather,
that was
pieces.
mean. That was one of these monsters. We were attacked by a pack, so it ended up being a chase scene. We ran away, and it seemed like Tunny was basically the only one who noticed that we were leaving Mithra to her death. But Mithra is this big, strong god, so she'd be fine, right? Yeah, she totally wasn't. And then as we kind of run out of this fake city that we're in, we slip into another dimension, and we're in the nightmare realm, and it's like this post-apocalyptic volcano scenario. And Tunny's losing it because she knows exactly what's going on, and so it's like, okay, we need to get a portal to get out of here ASAP. And the magic doesn't work anymore. Koi's portal hands are starting to deteriorate, so that's even freakier. They see some arches in the distance that are portals that connect to a nexus. And they're like, okay, let's go there. And as they're doing that, they start having their own little nightmares. Everyone has their little nightmare. But none of us truly succumbs to it. And so the entity that's messing with us is like, sends us back to, the dimension we were in, only to kind of realize that when we walked into the building in the first place, that was probably limbo and or the nightmare realm, and we didn't realize. We're not actually home. And so we hear a commotion, and we go into the kitchen. Mirith is there. She is messed up. Tenny's like, oh my god, you survived? Everyone's like, what do you mean? And she's in the midst of her nightmare, and she looks beat up to heck. and Nim's trying to wake her up, throwing water on her. It's not working. And Tenny remembers, you know what? This is the goddess of lust, love, and fertility. And ever since she woke up, she's been trying to bang anyone she can because she feeds off of those energies. Tenny's like, kisses her. And it seems to kind of start doing the trick. She starts looking a little better, but she's still very much asleep and having a nightmare. So she goes back in. She just goes back in, continues kissing this woman, and that is literally exactly where we ended the session. And everyone freaked out. Everyone was really upset, but it was a 5-hour stream. You should watch it. It's really good. Anyway, that's it. We probably don't even need to start with that scene. Like, we could just... So obvious what happens. Like, we don't even need to go there. Watching for science.
I think we should.
Nim's on the side here. Nim's on the side here, just like, so make out with her passionately. Don't interrupt them. We're watching for science. You dorks are not ruining this for me. Yeah, like the whole party's in there watching this.
Yeah, this is gonna be great.
Oh god. Okay.
You didn't have to say something
don't be embarrassed. It's not like you're not a
You-
professional or anything. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed.
You didn't have to say like that, but like you know, it works, I guess.
What? Sorry.
Nothing. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Continue. So like,
No, that was the recap. So like I'm waiting for pass.
Yeah, you earned yourself inspiration point.
a steamy
you.
instrument.
Finally
Points.
maxed out. I'm gonna use all of my inspiration this session. All of it.
Are
I
you
feel like
sure
I need
about
it.
that?
I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need it so much.
She gonna need it for all them kisses. Yeah.
My hit point's so low.
Well, you did.
Oh
kid.
yeah, that's
got-
right. I
got
should
beat
probably
up real
drink another
bad.
potion. Yeah, we all almost died during that runaway scene, by the way. Well, except for Seamus. Seamus was like perfectly fine.
Also, well, you guys were listening to the recap. Did showcase Seamus' new heart piece because he has been updated, baby.
I do apologize for getting it late.
It's fine. It's fine. Better late than never, I say. So Tenny, you lean down for a second kiss.
I do.
You may now kiss the bride.
I gotta get my wisdom saves ready to go.
Which one here would actually be the best one to choose to play in the background? As you lean down to give her a second kiss, again, her fidgeting seems to cool off a little bit, but she's still like whimpering as if she's in pain, and she's also actively crying. Still.
GM, quick question. Do we see any physical wounds on her? Or is it just she looks sickly.
She has gnarly gashes upon her body, like her arms are shredded. She has several cuts and open wounds all over her body, except for
Okay,
her
then.
head and face.
Okay. Then what I will...
She is in her full form too, so she's really filling up this kitchen.
Yes. So what I would like to do is I would like to take out some of my medical equipment, and I would like to apply one of those healing poultices that we got our hands on, and apply it to her wounds. I would also like to cast as my last. I want to use my last spell slot. With a cure wounds on her.
Right.
So I'll heal her 10, and since the other one's done outside of combat, it's supposed to heal quite a bit, if I remember correctly.
I think Kenny will probably stop kissing her as you are suddenly right beside her.
Trying to apply medical attention.
Him like sitting down in her mix session, start bandaging up, to open gashes and still bleeding wound, and you're just like suddenly, looks up, blushing and just like fidgeting, moving a little bit away.
Yeah, just like, just suddenly remembering everyone's in the room, looking around, seeing everyone staring at the two of them.
Nah, that was a good idea. I'm not sure, but maybe just having some kind of love around her may help too. I don't know. It would seem like it would make sense.
Would the ambrosia work?
Tilts his head. I believe the ambrosia is not isn't really gonna do much in the way of healing. But
like she's in the midst of a nightmare right now. It might, because it like gives you like really good feelings.
Not a bad idea. Though, I'm gonna need someone to administer it to her while I'm trying to patch up these wounds as a new wound opens up and he's trying to cover it in bandages.
Yeah, okay. Penny happy that she doesn't have to make out with her with specifically Colith right beside her.
Sorry. It seems like casting healing would help.
No,
It actually.
it's not like they have a history or anything.
As you actually cast as you cast a cure wounds, you actually see some of the wounds actually stop bleeding and starts to close up a little bit, but she still has a lot of gashes, cuts, bruising, bite marks even, as you actually look her up and down.
And they okay. So, guys, I think it's time we break out the good stuff. As Cole digs through his bag and pulls out the greater healing potion we have. Just a reminder to you guys, we only have one.
I'm gonna be like, I kind of need mine right now.
He nods.
I mean, if it works, it works, I guess.
I don't want to just pour it into her mouth because I don't want her to choke on it. Okay.
Well, maybe we can kind of just. Well, we'll lift her head up a bit.
GM.
Here, here, give it to me. I'll take it. And I'm like, guys, just kind of lift her up a bit so she doesn't.
Koi will
I
help.
will. I also help support the head.
And well, so what I was going to suggest that someone does is, well, Kolith uncorks it and takes a little bit into his mouth, and then he puts his lips to her to the goddesses and tries to push some of it down her throat.
Oh my.
We have
What other way does he have?
We have a works. It works.
Indeed, it does. It does.
GM, does it seem to work, or is it not working?
Sorry.
So I'm trying to administer a greater healing
No,
potion.
no, I said sorry because I was, as I outmuted, I suddenly got a cough stuck in my
Oh,
throat.
absolutely. Sorry.
No. You good?
As you pour the healing potion into her,
Mouth to mouth.
who's feeding her it mouth to mouth?
I am.
Kolith.
Kolith decided to be the person who steps up.
Excuse me. Excuse
Okay.
me, what am I, chopped liver?
No, no.
Listen, no.
Oh, you decided to be the person who stepped up. I did it first.
I'm just in medical mode.
I mean, if you want, you could take it from his hands and do it yourself.
The weakest greater healing potion of all time.
Wow.
That's very good.
Okay,
Beautiful.
as you heal her, she looks better, but she still looks sickly and malnourished in a sense. But most of her wounds have at least subsided bleeding and are starting to close up. Still has a few scratches and cuts and bruising all over, but not anything major wounds. But she still seems to be trapped in a form of stupor. But something else also seems to be happening. As I will explain right after I help with the baby. Give me a sec.
Alright, no problem. Alright. Tenny is amazing, and Tenny came up with the idea first, which is actually true.
Yeah, exactly.
Kolith was
Alright,
just
so
doing it because he was in doctor mode.
Kolith just took it and did it better, I guess, because he used medicine.
He did it better. He's a better kisser. He's better at giving medicine. He's just
No, he is not.
There is a way to determine which one is better at kissing.
This is true.
I don't wanna
This is
know.
true. This is true.
Seamus,
we
come
need
here.
You'll stay away.
I like that. I like that you'll stay away. I felt that one. That's passionate.
You know what? Yeah. Seamus, come here. We need a third party.
We need an impartial judge.
Wait, we need an impartial judge? Koi, come here.
Yes, don't drag me into your problems.
Koi is
Okay,
like either
fine,
of us. He's going to be very impartial.
Wait, what about Nim? Yeah, go ask Nim. Nim's gonna tell you what's going.
Yeah, because
Okay.
she's mad at both of us, so it's fine.
Let's see here. Kolef,
Mhm.
you suddenly feel entangled.
Hey yo.
Um,
Oh,
what am I entangled by? Or can I tell?
The snake part of her, I would assume.
Yes.
she has curled around you, and now she's holding you in place.
Okay. Is he
mean-
gonna panic? Because he's gone through a lot today.
Boy,
Is her hair reacting at all? Because I'm pretty sure Koi and Shamus are holding her head currently.
yeah.
Okay,
If
he's
you-
going to be relatively calm. Can I seem to be that's right. I seem to be held back here. Is it squeezing or is it just us
Holding you
generally
down.
holding me still?
Slight squeezing, but it's more like to show that you stay still right now.
Okay, I think I'm gonna stay by the patient. She's a little bit insistent.
I think she's awake.
I don't know. It could be an automatic response.
Well, yeah, like, is she awake?
Her eyes are blank.
Oh. Like there's no pupils or
There is, it seems like her eyes are still like rolled up behind her upper eyelids,
okay.
but her body still seems to be moving.
You don't have any lesser restoration spells, Seamus, that you can try, right? No, I don't think you do.
Well, one, no, I don't have any prepared, and two, I don't think I can cast spells.
Well, I think we can cast spells. It's just there is a chance that they will fizzle.
You're casting Healing Word, Nim. At level 2, so that would be 2d4. Plus your casting modifier, which is Wisdom, I believe.
She didn't really react when I kissed her.
There were, like, she went from, crying, withering, like, thrashing around, to calming down. You saw that.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Well, I wasn't sure if, like, she just liked Golith better.
No, I think I just got unlucky.
I'll say what we're doing is working.
Okay.
We're healing her
Yes.
body, not her mind. If I had to guess, we're healing her body, not her mind. At least that's what my stuff's doing.
Also, one fun part about it, the place Kolif were placed were at her lower body. You were at the top of her head, kissing her to give her. So he was in the Danish room. You weren't. I'd like to point out too.
So,
What do you mean? Like, of course I was kissing her mouth.
Yeah, but you were sitting on. If she were laying like in front of her head would have been in your lap, so to speak. At least that's how I understood you were sitting with her, kissing her.
Oh, okay. So then,
I was all
is
over
he
her.
is he
Give me
been
a
like
sec.
pulled away from her? Okay.
No, I'm held to her at the moment. I'm at least that's the way I've been interpreting it.
Oh, okay.
because her lower half is just holding me still.
But to be honest, I think the kissing is helping because pretty sure she feeds off that kind of energy, like literally feeds off of it. Like that's her sustenance. And you're kind of stuck there. So did you want to take over or?
Okay.
I could turn her head.
Nah,
It'd be kind of awkward, but
I'll take care of this.
okay.
And as he awkwardly kisses her. And he's like, please, nobody judge me for this.
No one is judging. I don't think anyone's going to be judging. Oh, okay, never mind. Apparently Nim is judging.
So he's going to be kissing her and gently caressing her, showing some signs of affection, you know? So
Tenny will kind of look away a little bit.
Sorry,
She's
I'm
not
back.
staring like everyone else. Colith took over since he's kind of stuck in that position. He's making out with her now.
Oh my.
Yep. And
Seamus will also be looking away.
he's a little bit bright red at the moment. As he's making out with a pseudo-unconscious person.
Who you were going out of your way to not have any relations with earlier.
I like Nim is just like, for science in the background.
So he'll be as well as kissing, he'll also be doing signs of affection in all that means. Just trying to improve the state of his patient.
Tenny, you're still sitting, holding her head in your lap, correctly?
Oh god, no. I'm no. I got up. I got up because I was kissing her, and then he moved beside me, and I was like, and so I guess if her head's in my, no, and then the guys went and lifted up her head. No, so she's not. I think she's beside her. She's standing beside her, but she's within reach of her, but she's kind of not staring at Cola. She's looking away slightly because it's a little awkward now.
Yeah, I believe Seamus and Colith Seamus and Koya are currently holding her head. In a way that's
holding her head.
I mean, she's bigger than us, technically, right?
Well, you're holding...
Yes.
Oh god.
Wait, who's holding one of her hands?
No, they're holding her head.
Oh.
Because they didn't want her to choke on the... they didn't want her to choke on the potion. I think you probably put her head down after the potion was administered, so you're probably not touching her anymore.
So I'm probably just on the ground, rolling around, making out with an unconscious lady.
That's crazy. I knew he was a freak.
I would say that Koi and Seamus is not holding her head anymore. They're probably just standing there
I mean, Seamus trying to look away out of respect.
Tenny, you suddenly feel a hand grasping onto yours.
Okay. Tiny will sit down and hold her hands. Still kind of looking away, but she has her. She's holding her hands. But yeah, she's sitting down.
Cole, if you
Yeah.
feel a hand pushing you away,
He will listen to that hand. He does not want to be there.
you feel the tail slowly unrestricting you.
He will slowly pull himself away and go back to tending bandages.
She's just like, nah, I like the other one better. She was actually into it. This guy, I can tell he's not into it. Get him off
Oh no,
me.
no. Colt was not into it. He felt so awkward.
I mean, like, Teddy wasn't like, oh, yeah, let's make out with this lady. But, like, she was able to do a game face, okay? She was like, okay, I can do this. Let's go.
She was like maximum effort, and she
Maximum
showed
effort.
But there were
what
still,
maximum was.
into the kiss that Tenny did, there were still, the tenderness
Yeah.
of, like, care into it, and that's what had a reaction for Colive. It was just like, oh shit, I'm doing this, fuck. Like,
It was very mechanical for him.
it was very
Yeah.
mechanical, there weren't any emotion, no whispers of love or anything.
Nope.
And why do you
Not
think
at all.
why do you think she reacted like she was a hungry dog?
Yeah.
Hey, yo!
I'm saying that as in she is starved.
Stop the
Yeah.
wonder. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You're pretty lucky, actually, because do you know why?
Yeah. Oh, we know why.
She needed the smash, and no one was smashing her.
She needs to smash.
No.
Well, it's because all of her magic was pulled from her, right,
Drained.
too.
Being put up. Huh?
Okay.
No.
Continue your explanation.
Something bad would have happened. I'm just gonna say that. I know it's not of the nature of intercourse or coitus nature. I'm just saying that.
Okay.
We're stepping into an entirely different section.
Oh, she would have just ate him. Okay, that's cool.
Oh no!
It's
I
fine.
mean, Colette, are you?
Would have just made another
Colette, are you?
character even more obnoxious.
Wait, Colette, are you
obnoxious.
into that?
A more obnoxious character.
God damn it!
Is she awake yet?
You
No, she's
see
not.
that the snake hair seems to be reacting now, at least, even though her eyes are still a little bit glazed. In a sense, they are unfocused as she starts to move towards you, Tenny.
Seamus probably would have noticed Cole stand up out of the corner of his eye and notice notice the situation going on. Metra, can you hear us?
No response.
I think Tenny will. She thinks it's kind of odd that, like, she pushed Kolith away, but it's kind of obvious in this situation who she wants to be receiving this kind of affection from. So she'll, as she's kind of drawing Tenny towards her, she will let her and embrace her
she just starts
Oh.
hugging you, rubbing
So,
herself, like her cheek up against you, her side of her head up against you, just to feel.
oh,
Nothing essential or something, just like to get a sensation of something.
a sensation.
Okay. She'll. Yeah, I guess she'll kind of. She's just doing. She's taking her. I guess. Yeah. Okay. So she's letting her do that, and she's just, rubbing, like, caressing her back, and.
You are kissing on her.
No, caressing. Sorry, caressing her back.
I just heard like, I'm kissing her back. I'm just like, are you now? Are you?
No, she said. No, you said she's not kissing her, so she's not.
No, she's caressing. Like,
Yeah.
The best way is like when she's cuddling with you.
Yeah.
Is-
So
Stop messing with Pass. You can see he's stressing out here. He just
I'm
wants
not
to make sure.
I'm not stressing. What the fuck?
no, he's fine. Don't trust me. He's perfectly
After a
fine.
few moments, she goes. You hear a small whisper. Thank you.
Okay. You need more than this?
I wouldn't force you to.
No, you're not. No, you're not forcing me.
And I wouldn't spoil your bonds mates. Relation or even make him jealous.
She kind of looks bashful at that, and she's, well, I mean, well, it's like you. I think she. Is she still whispering?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's whispering this to you that only Nim would have a chance to pick up on it because it's like on an entirely different tone level.
Okay. I'm like applying bandages to her, but
You would still have a hard time picking it up because it's like on a tone level that only elves, a frequency that elves or half elves would be able to pick it up on.
oh, okay. So she's being racist. Got it.
Yes.
Yeah. The racism still continues.
Cause our human hearing.
No, I just say like, all the female elves are always superior than the human
For you,
males.
Olaf, Koi, and Seamus, it would sound like a snake whistling.
Okay.
Wait, I have animal.
I think Nim will. Nim, Nim, did you want to do something? Feels annoyance. Okay.
Oh, she is jealous.
Penny will look up at Seamus with a look of questioning on her face. And I guess a little bit of shame. And she would like to kind of read what's on his face. Like, so I'm gonna roll an insight. Oh, dear freaking god! No, I'm using inspiration. Said I was gonna use it all. I'm using it all.
Let's go.
Yeah. Seamus, how do you feel about your girl making out with a god in front of you, and or going all the way with a god in front of you?
You know, like very passionately, like not PG-13,
It's
PG-18.
probably gonna be the best night she's ever had, and you're gonna have to live
For
with that.
mature.
You're gonna have to live with that with the rest of your life.
Damn.
It's a goddess of lust. Come on.
Love,
Chief,
lust, fertility, and motherhood.
Chief, all I can say is, if I were me personally, me personally, I would not let that happen. But like, this is up to you.
Once to roll with advantage since I know this man.
The 19, it doesn't matter, right?
Nim, I have a question. Are your character jealous right now with what Tenny is getting?
Also, Nim, can you talk, please? We're streaming. No one can read what you're writing.
We're gonna read this.
Want to roll with advantage since I know this man.
Sure, you do know.
She's annoyed with the racism.
She wouldn't know that it
Well-
was by racism. It was basically just because she wanted Tenny to know, and not necessarily her husband know, what was talked about.
Boyfriend.
Exactly.
We're not married yet.
Well, then her
No, they gotta be.
Fiance, to be exact.
her
No. You
fiance,
guys got a divorce.
her bondsmate, necessarily would have picked up on. That's why she was speaking in such a hushed tone. But Seamus, how do you feel about your? What is on your face right now as you just saw Teddy making out with a goddess? Someone who's not you.
What's on your face? She looks up at you with a bashful, questioning look. Basically, like asking permission kind of thing.
I mean,
And if you do feel a certain way, do you want to hide it from her? And if that's the case, then you'll have to roll a deception. A pretty high one, to be exact.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to roll a 20.
But he doesn't know. But he could still be trying to hide.
Oh yeah, true.
There might be
I guess
someone
those-
else who is watching this interaction.
I guess it was a sense of both a worry and jealousy. Worry for like her mental condition, but also jealous that Kenny they just witnessed Kenny kiss her without hesitation.
Damn, making two people jealous, huh?
Okay, so she.
Okay, so that's what on your
okay.
face. Am I to understand? You're
do
sure
you
about
pick?
this?
Do you pick up the question though?
As you like look at him for like permission to potentially take this further or continue, Mifra is going to do something. I hope you're ready for this, Seamus.
Oh boy.
She pulls off Tenny. Slithers over to, slithers like a step towards you. Puts her hands around your, on top of your shoulder, and leans in to starts caressing you while giving you small, what would that word be? Small kisses? Like where you like brush with the lips, but not necessarily a kiss, but it's not a nip because that's more of a bite with
Peck?
the lip. What?
A peck?
Soft kissing. Just
Yeah.
soft kisses. Yeah. Yeah.
Is Tenny, what's happening right now?
Tenny's looking at her feet. She doesn't want to witness this. She's definitely jealous. How dare someone touch your man?
I mean, he can definitely feel it on the ring.
She'll say, she needs, she
Tenny,
needs,
you're getting a
love,
hand.
like love and lust to restore her magically and physically.
Tenny, you suddenly feel her hand grasp you by the collar and like pulls you over.
Like stiff, like
Give me a second. The one who's going to be babysitting Marius just came, so give me a second. We'll be right back.
Okay.
As this is all happening, Kolth is just applying the healing balm.
So you don't even see any of this going on in front of you?
He's just like
focused.
ignore it. He's like he's on her back, just like putting.
I mean, Seamus right now
Like
doesn't know.
he's like going down her tail, just like do 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 do.
Yeah, pretty much. But guys, I've just used a good chunk of our healing supplies on her.
She better get us out of this situation, let me tell you.
And I'm now out of magic. I can't guide us out of here. Well, I can't look for a portal out of here until we rest.
Yeah, resting in this space is very much not a good idea.
I just thought I'd let you know. I can't do any of that anymore.
I mean, I have it written down for the healing balm that a short rest equals full health to be used.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why I figured it would be a great thing to just use.
Yeah, I know. It should be interesting to see how much time has gone by when we do actually get back to the material plane, though. We've probably lost all the orphans, to be honest.
You know what? It'd be interesting to know how he would feel about being about just mechanically kissing her. He's probably okay with it, but
She's not into it though, because she needs intent, right?
yeah. I'm just
So-
yeah. I'm just thinking, trying to figure if he would be feeling like he was being used, you know? Because we've
Well-
already established he has a pretty thin skin on that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, she did reject you, so
So yeah,
so maybe
wasn't
not
for very long.
used, but maybe a little stung about being rejected again.
Yeah. the additional again.
Again.
That was
And
unnecessary.
I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to. Had to say hello, listen how it went, and all that. While Pepper's out getting Grumbles sleep. Where were we? Oh yeah. She pulled you over to her, Tenny.
She's kissing Seamus.
Yeah. She's kissing onto Seamus. She's not kissing him on the lips, I would like to point out.
Okay.
But she is kissing him on, his cheek, his neck.
Feeling any better about this? Now she's being forced to watch it.
And then she does the same to you. Like, she shifts over from Seamus to you, while embracing both of you in a tender hug.
Okay. So she's gonna lean into Seamus. And she's gonna whisper in his ear. She wants. So I think she needs more. And did you want to do this with her? Crap, did you guys hear me? I realized I was quiet.
Yeah, I heard you. You came over
Okay.
fine.
I mean, I know. I'm all for helping the gods, but I also want to stay loyal to you.
She'll kind of like narrow her eyes a bit. Like, I mean, fine with me. Like, we're just. I would rather I do it with you than just the two of you.
I'd rather just do it with you as well.
Well, like with her, like I'm saying it's fine if she's with us. I wouldn't be upset at you. So awkward. She's so like let's. Okay, then.
She lets go of you both and whips her mouth a little bit. I am so sorry. I just needed a little bit. While she's putting her hand a little bit above her to cover for her mouth, a little bit. You can see she's blushing.
Tenny has like a deep sigh of relief. Because I don't think she thought right away how Seamus would feel, but she also wants to help the goddess, and she's not opposed to it like morally, but she doesn't want to make him upset. And I feel like Seamus is more morally, it's more of a moral thing for him than anything. So I think, yeah.
I mean, this out of character. He's not above helping the gods with tasks, but when it comes to this,
A moment
he'll
of
stay low to.
intimacy. That's a
Huh?
little bit, maybe too much to ask for. For a goody two-shoe proper church boy.
Sweet little Seamus. Teddy comes from a different place where this stuff is a little more freeing.
I mean, he was also with. He also had like lessons with the woodcarvers. Like they talked to him as he about dealing with love and all that.
Yeah, I'm sure you've heard lots of stories of conquest.
Prior to them telling him, be true to the one you love.
Well, I mean, there's that too, yeah.
Oh god, Nim is writing.
She backs out of the room
Well,
awkwardly.
we're glad you're feeling better. Here's the situation at hand, everyone. We're still in the nightmare realm. This is not the material plane. And in fact, I think when we first walked in here, we walked into a different dimension. Because, yeah. It wasn't the second floor, it was this floor.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, are you saying
How?
we're still trapped?
Yes. Oh, very much so. Very much so. And she kind of turns and looks at everyone with magic. I'm sure you still feel disconnected from your patrons. Also, there are no stars outside, like literally.
I mean,
And
I was gonna say, out of character, do I feel any connection to anything?
Nope.
yeah, neither does she.
You're right on that aspect. So I don't think it'll be much help in this endeavor. Unless you need me to hit something with a stick.
Is Tenny able to distinguish whether or not they're in the nightmare realm or in limbo?
You're not actively sure. Do
Okay.
you go outside to actually look again?
Again? Sure. She's
As
like,
you
wait,
walk
maybe it's not that.
outside-
It could be in limbo, actually. Let me double check.
Could I assist due to my knowledge of the different planes?
Your knowledge of the different planes is still like limited because you hadn't been, and no one you know have been to other planes. You just know what to look for to kill things from other planes and to close the rifts to other planes. That's literally the only knowledge you have.
Yeah, I'm just trying to assist her by giving her advantage.
Sure.
I want to give her the help action.
Sure.
Okay.
Tenny, as you step outside, you see that it's dark. Like, you see the house itself in this little small island of dim light that comes through all the windows and openings in the walls that floods outside, and you can see it gives this little illusion of, or this. It looks like that the building is standing completely alone in a sea of darkness that surrounds you.
Different than before.
And you're not even sure where you are right now.
Tenny will tentatively put a foot out into the dark and see if she touches the ground.
You do.
She will step out into the darkness while having a hand on the frame of the door.
No, like, there is like, from the walls, there's like, cast this light, dim light out of like 15 feet where you can see like cobblestone that you also saw around the city wherein the house was placed.
Oh, so it doesn't look like I'm in a void? Or...
Well, it seems like outside of that, it is a void.
Oh, okay. She'll pick up a stone on the ground and throw it into the void.
As you pick up the stone and you throw it out, you hear it skip, like it jumps a little bit and skids to a stop. You can hear out in the darkness, but it's just like you throw it out into pitch black.
Okay. She's gonna walk back in and make a torch. It's definitely not the material plane out there. I don't know what's going on, but it's bad. As she starts making a torch. I have no idea if this is still Limbo or the Nightmare Realm. I'm not even sure if we could be in a different place. I have no idea.
I'm actually curious as to who it was that talked to us.
Did we all hear the voice, or was it just Seamus?
All of you heard the feminine voice.
And I was the only one who probably saw it.
You're the only one who saw the feminine figure launching you guys into here where you are now.
Okay, so she'll make her torch, and as she'll walk back out. Now she's walking out. She's like, "Ah, it's probably just some malevolent spirit." And she'll walk back out with her torch and see if that adds more light, and if she can see further into the darkness or not.
Well, I've had a witness that malevolent spirit tried to turn you against me in a nightmare.
Are you following her out?
Yeah, because he's not gonna leave you alone in this place.
Oh yeah.
Hey, where you guys going?
I'm trying to figure out where we are. Make a torch.
Aren't we in the Nightmare Realm?
Yeah, this feels like a nightmare.
Alright,
So
alright.
does the torch do anything?
Well, it lights up around you, like not as much as it would normally. As you can see, like, it only gives you like circle of like 30 of dim light. It's even as if the light itself is fought against here.
Have you tried shooting one of your magic blasts into the darkness?
I just kind of lean into the right. Koi, just come out here. I'm not gonna scream at you to have a conversation.
Koi walked out.
Give me one.
Alright. I'm saying, use one of your blasts to blast into the darkness and see if it hits something.
Oh, well, okay. She casts Eldritch Blast right in front of her.
I'm just shooting
Feels
it
good.
in a straight line.
Yep.
You see as you shoot this beam of pulsating energy. You see it hit something, and you see this flash of light that, like, as if like a lightning strike kind of deal, as it hit something.
Okay. And does it illuminate?
For a split second, it does.
Okay, well, I was looking. So I guess investigate.
Roll me a perception check. Also, whoever else were out with her may roll a perception check.
Okay. Look
Stupid
at
ass
this.
roll.
Well, you have advantage constantly, so I don't understand what the problem is.
13. Like.
Yeah, but it's better. It's better. It's better to have 13, and advantage than
Okay.
none. Okay. 11, 13, 15. Going up by 2.
I'm still inside.
You're still inside in cozy words form.
Well, I'm more tending to my patient.
Yeah. You can see her last wounds just starts to close, like, really fast, naturally. She still
Understood.
seems a little bit malnourished, but she seems, she's not as pale as before. Got a little bit more color to her.
Yeah. Well, until I'm going to be monitoring her.
Let's see. Intelligence investigation. That must be a good amount for perception. Nim, were you looking outside?
No.
She's inside, keeping an eye on. She's keeping me company.
Okay, Seamus, in that flash of light, you see something rise. In that split second, the darkness gets illuminated where it hits something. You see a terrifying thing.
Everyone, I think we should head back inside. Like now.
I
Why?
give,
What do you see?
I give the torch to Koi, and I say, throw this in that direction as hard as you can.
Koi. Wait a minute. Can we just use a spear?
Okay, well, it won't. But the thing is like the torch is likely to stay on fire.
Okay, cool. Koi's gonna throw it then. He throws it at the thing and then does the dash.
When you're not trying to throw it at the thing, you're just illuminating. We want it to illuminate for longer than a split second.
Yeah. Yeah, but
You
Koi's gonna
cast it
try and
out
hit it.
as far as you can, Koi.
Yep.
You see it lands next to something. Like you see as it like starts to fall down, it hits something thick, and you hear it like as if it's plated with something. You hear it like hit something, thump, falls to the ground, illuminating ever so slightly.
Okay, so is it still on fire? Can we see it now?
Yeah, it's a little bit hard to see it, but you suddenly have a bad feeling as you see something rise up through the darkness.
He's literally trying to drag Kenny.
Oh my god. Oh my
Side
god.
now.
Oh my god.
Koi's already gone. He threw it. He threw it and then ran. So, yeah. Good luck, guys.
You didn't get to run.
Oh damn. Okay. I'll see where this goes, though.
Does she know what realm Azra Colored hangs out in?
Void.
We're in the void. Okay.
But you also know you shouldn't be able to breathe in the void because it's quite literally nothing.
Well, for whatever reason, we have something. Yeah. Okay. Going back in.
You're not allowed to move yet.
Oh, okay. Cool. Great.
You see as this thing moves closer, impossibly fast, as it like just stares down at you with its lights, its eyes that gives off this glow, purple, and who dares to disturb my domain? Who dares to challenge me and bring light to my place?
Roll a wisdom save. See if I can even speak.
Yeah, or if you
Cower in fear and you let Koi take the reins here.
Tenny, you start to panic. You take a step back. You feel something crunch underneath your foot, and you lose your footing, tumbling to the ground.
Oh.
Tenny, as you look around yourself, you're laying on top of bones, skulls. As his light starts to lighten up the darkness around you.
Are the boys still beside me?
Yeah, I mean, Koi's looking to one of you to see.
Well,
if
I want to make sure that this isn't one of those nightmare things.
Oh.
Pass. Are the boys still
Yeah,
beside me?
Yeah, the voice is still beside you.
Okay. Okay.
And you see how this head gets close. As its eye looks at you.
I'm gonna
Annoyed,
look
but it doesn't even really recognize you as a threat or anything.
Oh yeah, we're not threatened the slightest. Okay.
Seamus, do you wanna talk? Do you wanna talk to the big creature, or do you want me to talk to the big creature and potentially get us out of here, or make things worse?
Is this out of character? Is this out of character you're asking this?
Yeah, out of character. I'm asking this.
Sir, go ahead.
You want me to talk to? Okay, okay.
You could
Just
help
know-
Tunny up. You could help Tunny up, give her a pat on the back, and have her do it. It's her job.
I mean, Seamus would help you out after you tripped over and fell.
But yeah, sure. Let's Koi do it. That'll be fun.
Okay. Because Seamus does help you out. Do you want to talk, or should I talk and see how good or how bad my negotiation skills are?
If you want to do this, if you want to bring chaos into this volatile moment, I will let you. I will not deny you this. Although I
that's
definitely
dramatic.
should. Otherwise, yeah, we should probably let Teddy try and talk to him.
Teddy, negotiation skills activate. You got this.
Form of
Thumbs up.
Okay, yeah. So I'm helped up.
You can see.
excuse us?
You can see his drool falls from his maw onto the skull. Suddenly, you can hear the sizzling.
Audible gulp. Excuse us. It was not our intention to trespass on your domain. We don't really know how we got here. We've just been we're being thrust through many different dimensions. We mean no disrespect.
No
Um,
disrespects, and you throw sticks with fire at my majesty, impurating my darkness.
Koi's gonna look to Teddy at that.
Yeah, we were mistaken. We, again, did not know where we were, and had we have known, we would not have done that. Please forgive us. As soon as we figure out how to get out of here, we will absolutely leave your domain in peace.
You think I'll let you leave?
Yeah, judging by the bones on the ground, I guess not.
This entire plane is covered in the bones of those who came before you. Tenny. Or rather, Tala.
How do you know who I am?
He
Right.
gets so close that he boops you with
His number.
with his snout.
Great.
Koi give Teddy that really look.
So, just a lot of usas to try and stand her ground.
I am the end to all there is to you think I would know. all of creation that will come to pass to destruction? Are you that self-centered, mortal?
I simply was surprised that you would know someone as lowly as me. That is all I meant.
And to think you were to inherit one of the possible inheritors to your so-called mother's domain. Don't make me laugh.
She's visibly annoyed by that.
You are nothing but a pretentious little child who has no understanding of what is going on. I am both the end and the beginning, child. So speak not to me of foolish things. Tenny, you were, you may roll something.
Okay.
Roll me a religion check. Because when he says that, something might trigger for you.
It do.
Oh boy.
It do indeed.
A natural 20.
It do indeed. Kind of annoyed that this is when I get my natural 20, but alright.
Hey,
I believe
Better
this
be some
Seamus'
good
hey,
ass lore.
this is a good point to get some, because this might, change your entire definition of everything,
Okay.
Accurate, this is probably Seamus' first time seeing this snake.
No, you
It
have
is
seen.
actually no, it is because he was asleep during that time.
Oh, that's right. He was asleep.
Yeah, him and Gut were asleep.
Tenny, you know
Yeah.
that everything started with being nothing. And you also know that by some of the mythos that has survived since ancient time, everything will return to nothing in a giant, like a giant circle, or as some would put it, a serpent biting its own tail. I hope you're not calling him that, because he's going to straight up murder you for that.
Speaking of, did people in the building hear this
Oh, they
entity
do
talking?
definitely hear this, because his voice is booming, like the sound of thunder, rumbling the very ground you're standing on when he speaks.
Paulette.
Welcome to the world of the living, Nim.
Paulette.
What?
Yes.
Hand me my boomstick.
He pulls it out. Hands it to you.
Thanks.
She'll
Both
look
is just
over
walking
at
away.
Merelda.
You see her looking out the window from the living room, shocked.
What troubles you? Is it the voice?
No.
Then Is it he?
It is he. The end and the beginning. You see her starting to slithering outside.
Because she is larger than Nim, and Nim has made the silly calculations, Nim will take a ride.
She actually carries you. Like, do you jump onto the back or do you let yourself be carried? Front seat.
If I'm being carried via front seat, I will be sitting upright as though on a throne, and I will have my boomstick across my lap.
Tenny, you suddenly see you being joined by the rest of the party.
We need to stop meeting like this.
I see that her boomstick is out. Nim, what are you doing?
You think that your puny little artifact can hurt my...
Oh, we're not going to hurt.
And you dare
Or even
to have
attempt.
laid with her?
I was carried?
No, he speaks to Tenny.
Oh, damn! Things are getting interesting.
You are very right. I don't know anything in terms of the grand scheme of things. I do realize that she is not favored by the gods because of the way that she ascended, but she is currently in penance.
They think they have the right to demand who's assenting and who's not.
Assume
You didn't
that
ask
they
permission, did you?
Nim, he is the first. He's the beginning and the end. There was no one to
Yeah,
ask
so why
permission
didn't they ask
from.
him? That's what I want to
shouldn't
know.
have to ask me.
Yeah. So why didn't they ask you? Because
Because
based on your
those
words-
small children do not even realize who truly holds the cards. And neither do you seem to know.
Do you know who?
It's not my job.
You know who's responsible for the god flesh or whatever?
Oh God.
A whole look of pain goes across her face. She's just like
Your
just, you know,
world has been contaminated by forces far beyond your understanding. Why do you think I try to influence the world to purge it? Even if it means destroying all that is on it, and the world itself.
Wait, so you've been battling with some other greater evil?
Well, I haven't been alone about it, you see. My
Uh,
brother is also helping.
oh,
Enlighten me.
thank you.
Who's your brother?
Well, who do you think?
I don't know. I'm not the religious sort. That's why I figured I'd ask you.
Nim, I think his brother is the guy who who first
Reroll, reroll, reroll. Yeah.
Wait. Actually, I can ask you because you know everything from what I see. The person who closed one of my portals, was that your brother?
You dare insult me?
No, I'm not trying to insult you. I'm just asking, like, was that your brother
This
or
is
was
why I asked him directly who his brother was instead of insinuating and shooting shots in the dark and insulting him.
I'm not
But
if
yes, he was the one who chose to intervene, though he is not permitted to. Neither am I.
Koi does the C motion to Nim and everyone else.
Brilliant. So,
I
since you're not allowed to
Commit.
interfere, that's understandable.
No, it's not, Nim. That Valkyrie who came down said that she had no idea that the god flesh was around. So what? All of these gods know that this is happening, and they're just
They
not
have
letting.
been blinded by their own hypocrisy, their own self-importance.
That's just rude. Why would they blind themselves?
Tenny
Or
just
something
kind
else
of-
doing it?
Tenny gives a nod, like, yeah, he's right about that.
They are nothing but small children fighting over scraps of meat. They do not even understand the greater. The battles that are being fought across the void, up between the stars themselves.
Well, with all due respect, as much as I would love to learn about that, I am under the impression that my lane, if you will, my job, is to take care of the one rock in the cosmos I'm on. So, if I can get help with that, that would be amazing. If you can't or don't want to, that's also understandable. But if we could just politely go back to where we were on the plane of reality that we're used to being on, I don't know, this feels weird. It feels like nightmare, dream,
The
weird
void.
things.
It's not the nightmare realm.
Okay,
You
we're not supposed to be
are
here.
in my domain. You are, funnily enough, a place you shouldn't even be able to exist without being pulled apart by the mere vacuum.
I'm told I'm very vexing and very stubborn, so that might have something to do with it. That aside,
An
could
entity
you
of-
help us go back to where we're supposed to be at, which is not in your domain, upsetting you? Because you seem kind of annoyed that we're here.
You are disturbing my rest. You are.
I mean, if you would like to get upset at anyone, it would be the entity in the nightmare realm that forced us here.
I know
Got a
of
point.
her. The trickster.
It's kind of rude.
The unfortunate pleasure of meeting her. Right after she stabbed me.
Do you like food?
Ace bombs.
Again, again, the look of pain across her face. Oh God.
Koi just face.
But Tenny, he like for a moment stops and then looks back at you, and then he asks, "And who gave you permission to lay with her?"
I didn't realize I needed permission. What's wrong with
Consider-
her? I didn't really lay with her. I just kissed her.
I can smell her on you.
What are you talking about?
And you, turns his eyes to Mithra. I am disappointed in you lowering yourself.
Oh, we were just kissing. She was using my energies. She just it wasn't anything.
Yeah.
Boy, shut up before I make you eat your own shoes.
This is not Koi. This is me laughing out of. Koi is just serious and just watching this and seeing what happens. I am having a great time here.
And you dare to lecture me in how I speak to my child?
Who's he saying that to?
And most likely.
I doubt it. I'm not a child.
You're
I was-
child to him.
Guys, let past talk.
I was not calling you my child. I'm
Okay,
calling
well, I was
her.
asking that out of character, but okay.
Oh, out of character, I think he was lecturing Nim, referring to
No,
his
he's
I-
lect-
Guys, you're not letting him
Oh.
talk, so he hasn't been able to specify who he's speaking to. Go on. I'll shut up.
Yes. He is talking as you look at him giving the dirty stare to Mithra. Your mother would be most annoyed with your decadence. Everybody may roll a int check right now, if you still haven't gotten it entirely.
dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Anybody else going to roll me an int?
21.
Call if you're not entirely sure what's going on here.
That's par for the course. She doesn't know what's going on.
Coid completely obliterate to what's going on here. Nim, you have an understanding of what's going on here.
Judgy potato.
You all remember back to the temple with the serpent iconographed in the first section of Mithra's temple. A giant serpent eating its own tail.
Right, okay. Yeah, that was Azrakard, yeah. Nim was also just like, why is he there?
And Mithra tried to pawn it off, not telling.
Mhm.
And why do you
Question.
think he speaks to her like he's talking to a child?
Cause child.
Bingo.
Looks up at.
So your dad doesn't like your choice in girlfriend. Right?
Again, I beg for your forgiveness. She did not have choice. She was incapacitated, starved, and injured. I kissed her to give her my energies to help heal her and bring her back. Surely, if she was conscious and well, I'm sure I would not be her first choice.
You see has pummels of purple lights, like mist like pummels out of his maw as he hisses.
Again, please forgive me. I was trying to help her.
I am not disappointed in you, Tenny. Tala. I am disappointed in my daughter for letting herself sinking so low.
You created us. I mean, how bad can we be?
I did not create you, my brother did. Or he created what created you, in a sense.
That why I'm sensing some animosity.
My mistake.
He
Then I
fills the
understand.
void with life. He fills the void with life and word escapes me. Substance, that were. The void with life and substance. Do you think I like to be what I am?
No, I think it really annoys you because you wish you could just trade places for a bit and not have people looking at you like you're the problem because you're not.
I have been the one that needs to wipe the board. Far many times than you would even be able to fathom. Cleaning up my brother's messes. And also the influence of the others. That always falls on me.
When was the last time they thanked you?
Why would they thank me for doing my job?
Because if you didn't do your job, there wouldn't be space for new life. That's how the cycle works. That's how balance is maintained.
But I care not for creation more than I care for destruction.
I think you do care. I think that's why you're mad.
No, it's an annoyance that it always has to be me that cleans up.
Did you want a break?
Oh, how I wished that was a possibility.
Why not?
Well, first off, minor aspects of mind travel between the stars as we speak, consuming all that has been abandoned, all that has been tainted. They are always acting with what they have been instructed to.
I'm asking if you want a break.
For me to
You've
take a break
delegated.
would let the entirety of creation be consumed by the corruption that my foolish brother led into to begin with. His very first creations. a mockery of our own selves.
If your brother can have faucets that do his duties, why can't you?
What do you mean?
Well, think about it. You're so big and massive as an entity. Is it possible to fracture oneself so that way you could do multiple jobs at once? Such as let one part of you do the job and one part of you rest and then just go into that cycle?
Don't you think I'm doing that already?
Yeah. That's why I'm asking if you want to take a break with us instead of being upset and grumpy.
Taking a break. My dear child, I am always awake, because I need to watch what my lower aspects are doing.
Yeah.
No,
And in case
for
they
the love
find...
of God, you have no idea what you're talking about.
I know what I'm talking about. I want this guy to take a 5-minute break.
No, we do not want Azrakard to take a 5-minute break. If
But he
Azrakard
said-
says he cannot take a break because the whole entire universe will be consumed, then we believe that Azrakard is right in his... She's just looking at you like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I make the same excuses when I'm busy with work and I don't want people to bother me.
You know what?
So come on.
You see him like raises his head into the sky, and you see him belching out a purplish sphere, and you see how it flies up and lights up the entirety of the plane you're in its purple hue.
Now you made the Lord of the Void light up his void. Great. Look at you done.
What?
Look at you done.
He
Hey.
prefers his light over your light.
Hey, stop squabbling like children. I did this to help you to take a look around. As
Shut up.
you look around you, you can see you're standing in a plain or a desert of bones. Like, you can see nothing but bones as far as the eyes can reach. That is what awaits all if I take a break.
Hmm.
But I'm sure my aspects can deal with it themselves, and if they do need me, they will let me know.
Well, I assume you know what we've been trying to accomplish.
I know you have tried to purge the very infection from the others, outside entities.
If
But
we are
I'm not-
allowed to return, would you be so gracious as to give us some more knowledge on how to better do that? Since that is also your goal. On a bigger aspect, of course. We are doing the best we can with what little power we have.
Your power is minuscule, an insult to call it power even. It's like comparing a mere torch or an emperor of a burned out fire to the very realm of fire and brimstone beneath your very feet.
Right, but we're still doing what we're doing, regardless of how weak and pathetic we are, yes.
And I do find that inspiration to see you struggle. To see lesser races reach up to attain what they wish is always entertaining. And because of your hardy struggles, I will give you a gift.
The look of like pure shock goes across her face. She's like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna live this." It's just that's what flashes across her face.
Let's make it a rope and roll. 45. You may all level up as you see purple mist and light shoots off from his, what would I call them? Spines?
Scales?
No, not scales. It's like spines that are holding out those wings at the side of his head.
Hmm.
Or would that be quills, actually?
Quills, I think.
You see lightning strikes each of you from his quills. And you feel yourself being empowered.
So I guess after we kind of get over the initial being powered up. Thank you, Astrocard.
Continue to struggle against your destiny. And I might drop more gifts in the future.
Against my destiny?
Your world is fated to die. Struggle against that, and I will reward you.
Well, I don't think we are the type to to just lay down. And she kind of looks at everyone. If we're fated to go out, we'll go out fighting.
Sam will just look up beside you and put a hand on your shoulder.
She gives you a small smile.
But go now. You see as his tail whips out and like cuts through the very fabric of reality as you see a rift being opened in front of you.
Of
Can I
course.
tell anything about the rift? Like where it might lead.
Well, you can see through it, and you can see yourselves collapsed onto the floor inside the house you're preoccupied, or occupying, so to speak.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can you turn into our size?
Palm.
You see as
Is he still a snake, or does he turn into a guy?
you see as he compresses himself into the large category. He's still fairly long, so to speak. And
Last relevant question.
do you ask that, Kolif?
Yes.
Okay.
Before we go, I noticed that we're asleep on the other side of this.
Yes.
Who trapped our minds here? Who had the power to separate a god's mind and body?
Well, Mifra, where did you get the ingredients to your little brew? You see Mifra like standing there fidgeting, feeling a little bit. It's the ambrosia. Normally it would take you to the realms of dreams, but someone might have done something with it, or to you, that automatically transported you to the realm of nightmares. And afterwards, to me. Whom I do not know. Might be the one in which she stole. What she needed to make her ambrosia, I do not know.
Slowly nods.
We're drinking again. Gotcha.
I give him a deep bow. Thank you for your illustrious insights. As Kola starts to back away towards the towards the portal.
And don't you worry, Golem. Your brother is fine.
You know where he is?
I
Sorry.
do.
Where is he?
He is right now leading your clan over the pass, where you cleared out by subverting them to hunt for you.
How did he get back? How did he survive? That's a... But that doesn't make sense.
Well, if we see him again, I'm sure I can ask him all sorts of questions.
Okay, we should probably just go.
And don't put yourself down for not being your brother. You are doing an excellent job by fulfilling the oath your ancestors gave to me.
You get that oath in writing?
I don't care. Could really use a refresher on the oath.
It's the oath that your ancestors' gift was to keep, to keep watch of, because remember, what is it that you are? You're a protector of planar incursions.
Okay.
It's that oath he is referring to.
Okay, I thought that was just a Kola thing, but okay.
No.
It's an MD thing.
It's something that has been inherited, that each member of your family, at least those who wish to go that path, has taken upon themselves to recite.
Oh, cool. Kolith will slowly nod. Of course.
Tenny has a moment of dumb, and as she's walking towards the portal, she's gonna get a look of, you know what, on her face, and then she's gonna whip around to Asricard
Okay.
and be like,
What?
understand why all of, I know I'm just an elf, okay, I get it, but I feel like all of the gods that I've met so far have looked at me with a very particular disdain. And what exactly has my mother done to warrant this?
Which one of them? Your biological or your bloodlines, mother?
I assume Uthla.
They think that their subjects should have some small sliver of purity for inheritors, but your bloodline is so thinly connected to her that it practically nothing but a threat. Stretched to almost bursting that keeps you connected, though you have reinforced it with more. But that does not mean that the blood of their bloodlines are secure. No. They are slowly being washed away with each generation.
And that's why everyone seems to hate me? Because she's a purist? Or because I am so impure?
You think why? Whom are you speaking of being?
Of the Valkyrie that came down, Mithra, the Uthal herself, all of her servants, and then she's
Because, as I said, you are one of many inheritors. Potential inheritors. Yet you're the one with the weakest claim, as your blood is impure. To the point, as I said, that it's only holding on by a thread. That is why you're looked down upon. In some cases, Tenny, others is just mere jealousy that you were picked upon so many others. Others just wish a sliver of favor to either use against you or your mother for a higher seat in their own little scruples of a plane.
Really see why it matters. The dream just needs to be protected.
It needs to be
From the-
burned, scoured of its impudence, and grown anew.
Why?
It has reached a level of such decadence, so far from its original purpose.
I mean, like, what is the original purpose of the dream realm? She's genuinely curious.
It was supposed to be where you could go when you were asleep. But now it's filled with all kinds of creatures of decadence, who seeks nothing but more pleasure, more power, as they leave what their original duties behind over centuries. As they torment mortals in their dreams, it should be clear.
Great. That's
Once
what
there
I
wasn't
want.
even. Once there were not even a nightmare realm to begin with, but that was by your mother's doing.
Wanted less responsibility.
No. She tried to weaponize the dream.
What? that got everything she taught me.
A mistake of hers, but still. She tried to weaponize the dream against the enemies of the first born in heaven. Why do you think even limbo is a thing? It's the very crack of the fabric of the entire plane itself running through the middle.
See.
Do you
She
understand?
looks thoughtful.
Do you know now why I despise those hypocritic children?
And I don't think Uthla wants to continue her role guardian of the dream realm.
She
That's
broke it.
what-
And now she rules the very few pieces she still controls.
shattered. If we... Surely that's the only reason why. When she gets more power.
But I know some fools who are trying to get at the pieces.
Yeah. Avis and her band.
I have run into them once before. They tried to stop me from doing my job at cleansing.
Well,
Did they misunderstand what you were trying to do?
he wants to destroy our plane and start over again. And I mean, I know you're all about balance, Nim, but do you want to die in the... I can kind of understand why they objected.
Well, it depends. Are you sick of the story yet? I thought you liked watching the struggle.
I do, but if I did not do what I did to the Dream Realm once, it would have already fractured. And do you know
Okay.
what happens when a realm fractures?
I can imagine, but you can enlighten me if you want.
It will destroy the balance that you so much care for.
Did you explain this to them?
I had no time.
That is a pity.
I merely showed up and started to destroy what needed to be destroyed to keep the pieces together before they fractured even more.
Makes sense.
Azurcard.
Yes,
I don't trust Uthla anymore. I know.
shouldn't.
And she wants me to ascend. I think it was her speaking to me before. Although I'm starting to think it might have been an entity and not her.
Why would she make you ascend?
Not ascend, but purify my blood.
Think about why she would want that. Tell
So
me.
Han,
I know Avis was supposed to be the one to be her vessel. I know how it works. If she chooses me to be her vessel, then I don't exist anymore. She continues on. But the thing is regardless of what she told me and regardless of, how gods feel about us, I really do want to protect the dream, because I don't think it's right that beings of power just go into people's minds and manipulate them. If this realm exists, and it should exist, then it should be protected from influence. And if she's not going to do that, then...
She tries, but she is too powerless to stop the fracturing that she started. That is what your sister is trying to do, give her more power, collecting her fragmented pieces scattered about the plane of your existence.
I guess what I'm asking, if I let her do what she wants with me, am I even helping at all?
You would be helping your own case in potentially taking over and improving whatever part of the dream in which you will be stationed in the future, Tenny.
Until she takes me over.
Yes. But you will be able to fight it if you're strong enough. Letting you become the new leading. Personality of hers. Because you have to remember each and every one person who was deemed inheritor of the original's power has always become a part of the new whole. So you wouldn't exactly cease to exist, child. You would but be one of many voices inside your pretty head.
Doesn't really sound like me.
No. And you would live on inside that fractured mind. As
That
one
sounds
of
like a
many.
special hell. Yeah.
It really does. Is there another way?
You mean cut your ties completely?
Well, is there another way to accomplish my goal without her influence?
Kill her and take her mantle.
What if we don't want to kill them?
A god cannot lose its mantle unless they have been killed and someone takes it by force during their last moments.
But Mithy is a god. I don't remember her killing anyone.
Sorry, can you repeat that? I did not catch that.
Well,
It-
because them's being held by Mithra, it's very much the whole. Well, Mithy's a god.
One of many.
I don't remember her killing anyone.
No, she was born with divinity, but she did not ascend till later.
Really, the only other way?
I
Well,
wonder if her birth is a process. Sorry.
there might be something else, but I do not even know if it works.
I'll hear it.
A ritual of transference, but do you really think that your mother would do so? To give up all that power, leaving her nothing but a broken shell of what she used to be.
People would do
Depends.
amazing things to escape responsibility.
Depends. She is broken and hurt. And I don't think she wants her role anymore. And as you said, it is shattered and broken and it needs to be fixed.
Take a good look at the moon tonight.
If she doesn't want to change it,
No,
then
Tenny.
she just wants power.
Tenny, listen to me. Tonight, look closely at her moon. Now go. The rift will not stay up for long.
Thank you for your patience with us. And she starts going through the rift.
Can you become my ship real quick?
What?
Yeah, humanoid shape. Come here.
I cannot.
That's a darn shame. Can you come closer?
What? Like him, like lowering himself down to your height, head to head, staring intently into your eyes. What?
So, could you pretty please give your little girl a hug and then eat this berry? As a thank you. What? You want a hug from me too? I can throw that in.
You see him slithering around Mifra, as in a way of embracing her, without hands.
Mm-hmm.
And since I'm still in her arms, I'm likely getting compressed too.
Yep.
Yep.
Pet, pet.
Still holding out, Barry.
I love how like Nim gives so little fucks that like the gods are just like exasperated with her and just do what she wants. Teddy's over here trying to follow the rules of respect, and they're all just spitting in her face, and Nim's just like, hey, can you give me a hug?
I honestly thought she was going poop Aspercard.
Hug your fucking kid. Hug your fucking kid. I'll hug you too, but hug your fucking kid and have this
my
snack.
God.
You deserve a thank you.
It's so funny.
Sorry, guys, I had to step away for a moment.
That's fair enough,
you're
but we are rounding off here soon-ish.
And Teddy is through the portal. She's through
Yeah.
the portal.
I am.
now. Yeah.
And Astrakat then lunges above you and Mithra through the portal. As you can see, it's starting to close up.
Fuck out of my house.
See you again a third time.
Well, I don't have time for a question, so I'll just go through the portal.
You don't have what?
Like,
I
he
don't
wants to
have
ask a
time.
question.
You
I
can
wanted to
ask.
ask a question.
Didn't have said that you wish to ask. I'll.
No, I was about to.
No.
Just letting
You can ask
I'll let-
quickly.
Okay. Alright. Quickly, Koi's gonna ask, could you return me back to my timeline, I guess. But yeah.
No, because your ties to time has been ripped apart. You're not even the ones you used to be, you see. Yet your soul, body, managed to not discombulate during your time in.
So there's no going back?
No. That would also change all that was and would be from that moment on.
And is there a way to at least restore us to our former selves?
You? I don't think so. Your wife? Maybe.
I would ask how, but I don't think there's enough time. So, thank you. And then Koi's just gonna walk through the portal.
If you ever want to hang out, know where to find me.
Wasn't Nim launched through the portal?
Oh yeah.
Doesn't mean. Yeah, she could tuck up the portal.
You get chucked through the portal
Yeah.
back into yourself. So like, you are like waking up like with the feeling that you just fell. Kind of feeling, you know, you the feeling when you're like good asleep and then you suddenly get the feeling that you're falling. Like that one you get.
I hate that feeling.
to be wary of that drink again.
You should
How
not
about
fear the drink going forward. It should return to normalcy again. Is the last whisper you hear as you see the last sliver of purple light from the other side. As you see the portal closing.
Oh, good,
Nim
that
waves.
wasn't a drunken dream.
How about instead of that drink, how about any form of food or drink we get, we make sure it's safe before we consume it.
Yeah, I wish he was smaller, or if he could become smaller. That'd been fun.
Penny
Very
gets up
fascinating.
silently.
You just hang out on the shoulders.
I would like
Eat a good berry,
to point out
judge
that you
people.
guys are piled on top of each other at the entrance.
Yep.
Who's at the bottom?
Roll a d6.
All of a sudden, I am very uncomfortable. I am too close to people.
You're
Too
the one
close
who's
to
the one to the
people.
cuddle pile.
Too close to people will easily hug gods. I think the problem with Nim is that she thinks she's better than everyone else, but not better than gods.
I'm
That's what it
not
is.
better than everyone
She
else.
definitely is, because she won't let anyone else touch her. But when it comes to gods, like, no problem. Yeah, you can hold my hand. You can hug me. You can hold me. You can pick me up. No problem.
Are you guys gonna get off?
No.
Yeah, she gets up. She squeezes out of this position.
Purposely
Chloe
sits
just-
cross-legged on his freaking chest and core.
Chloe just lets it happen.
Mayfra coming up, like squeezing out of the pile as she's like entangled everywhere.
I'm still being held. Damn it.
No, you're not being
forgot.
hauled. Like,
Fuck.
you're not. Like, you were inside this entire entangled mess of people and Snake Lady, so to speak.
I thought I was in the best spot.
In the middle.
I was not.
But you were also in the best spot, squeezed in between her.
Ah. That's why she got annoyed. Because I was too busy being squished by her booba to do anything in the dream. Crap.
Cloth will get out of the pile.
Chloe just lays there because Nim doesn't want to move.
Yep.
I would have gotten out of the pile as well.
You've turned this into a game, Koi.
What did I do?
Poke. I don't know.
The goddess, pokes Koi from behind Nim. Like, just reaches over, like, dook.
Boop, boop. Eventually he'll get ticklish and he'll get up. Boop, boop.
I'll be honest, I thought when he got close to you, I thought you were gonna boop him on the nose.
No, I'm ballsy. But if you're gonna seduce someone, you do it with kindness.
You're trying to seduce us. You know what? Good on you, Nim. At least you're branching out.
What time? I'm going to take a quick look outside. What time does it seem to be?
It's still
Early
night.
morning or
It's
okay.
dead in the night. Like, you can see some light from the different buildings nearby. But we also have to do a roundup soon because I have to get ready for going out.
Ooh,
Okay,
alright.
first things first. Tenny,
It's fine.
go outside.
Sure.
Remember,
Oh,
she
sorry.
was talking about looking at the moon?
Oh,
I'll check on the
right.
kids. You go check out the moon. Everything will be fine. Hopefully.
Okay. I go outside. I look for stars.
You
to
see the
see the pa-
stars. You see the moons.
I would have gone out with her.
Do I see? So looking at the stars, can I see the passage of time?
Slowly.
No, I mean like, can I tell how much time has gone by looking at the stars?
No, you cannot.
So then no time has gone by?
It's been like maybe a couple of hours, like an hour tops. Like, you're not entirely sure. Since you collapsed walking through the door, so to speak, in a big pile of...
Timmy?
Honestly, we're really lucky that we were astral projected and didn't actually go there.
Why, you can say that again.
Tenny, can I talk to you
Huh?
for a second? I'd like to touch base with you on something.
I look at Seamus, like, alone, or?
Ideally, but he can be here. It's nothing. Blushes for a second. Nothing about what happened in the past. I wanted to talk to you about that purity thing that you brought up in the dream.
As he's saying this, I am gonna look at the moon, though. I'm gonna roll perception. I just
Yes.
want to get that. I want to get that out of the way.
Could I also look at the moon?
Sure.
That is perception.
It's a moon. Tenny, as you look at her moon, it's as if gilded glasses gets lifted from your vision as you look at it. And you see that it's cracked. And as you look at all the other moons, you can also see that they are showing signs of cracking in some cases, or are completely cracked. You see the red moon is cracked. You see, like it's like completely split in half. The red moon. You see Uthmar's moon. It's like in several pieces that are barely, floating together, kind of deal.
Okay. So I can assume then that I know the gods were in some kind of battle, and they did not do well.
That would be your understanding, yes.
Okay. And can I feel the connection to her now?
Yes.
Okay. I think that it was her actually reaching out to me. And I kind of point out, like, don't you see her moon is not even whole?
Who are you talking to?
To the guys. Like, can you not see it?
They cannot see it.
I just see the moon.
The same moon.
What did you want to talk to me about? Colith.
Yes. You were... You seemed terrified. And when you were talking about that you were going to be going through a purification ritual, you were terrified. At least that's what I read off of you. I just wanted to say that you don't even know if it was really Uthla talking to you in there. We were in the nightmare realm. in my nightmares, Nim actually wanted my assistance. A lot of crazy things were happening in there. So, it might not have even been Uthla talking to you. And second, even if it was Uthla, you don't have to. You don't have to go through this purification ritual if you're really scared about it. Don't... As somebody who understands peer pressure, well, pressures from your family, and don't let it control you. That's all I wanted to say. He awkwardly starts to shuffle backwards. You're allowed to say no. And
Tenny starts to tear up a little bit. I don't think that I am.
No, you can say no.
No, I don't think that I am. I don't think that I can. She's staring up at the moon as she says this.
Kolith looks concerned and looks to Seamus. He just takes a step forward, gives her a hug. You're allowed to say no. But I get it when you think that you can't. I just wanted you to know that we'll stand behind you whatever decision you make, but make it because you want it, not because some god told you to. If I've learned anything about the gods while traveling with you all, they don't know a darn thing.
They know a lot. They just don't give a shit about us.
Yeah, well, they can live their life. You live yours.
You hell, do what Trevor try to do what him does all the time.
Yeah, but none of you have this damn blood inside of you. I am her slave. She stole me and manipulated me, and now I am stuck with this. I will never be free from her, even if I want to be.
Kolith just kind of backs away a little bit. No, you won't. You can't be. You're never going to be fully free of her. At least the way things are. And apparently I cannot stick to a single accent. My apologies. Back you got. You can't... What she did, there is no excuse. There is no forgiveness for what she did to you, for what she took away. But you know what? You still get to have a voice. Even if it doesn't feel like you do. But as you know, I'm a hypocrite and a liar. So take what I say with a grain of salt. But I only know this. I ain't gonna... If you ask me to help you find a way out of this, I'll do what I can. Not because of anything we had, but because you're my friend. And frankly, I don't got many of those.
And this is where I sadly need to say that we need to cut off for today's session.
Okay.
Just know for next session, she's going to pray to Uthmar because she wants confirmation that it was her.
Mm-hmm.
2 hours and 52 minutes.
Yeah,
And I
I'm
think
sorry it's
yeah,
a little
I
bit
know.
of a shorter session today, but it's
I just want you to make a note of that so we can start with that next week.
Roger that.
Yep.
She'll make her decision after she gets confirmation from Uthmar.
Yes. But again, thank you for dropping by today, dear viewers. I'll see you again tomorrow with Team 1. And again, I believe we will continue on next week. But till then, have a good one and see you around. Bye-bye.
See you next time.